Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I want to talk about a recent VGC 14 grassroots tournament we had in New York City this past Saturday. Two really awesome people named Julian Martinez and Michael Ortiz have started up a series called NYC Elite 4, where they basically hold monthly VGC tournaments, and there are some awesome prizes in the New York City area. Definitely check them out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Anyway, I was at this tournament, and I wanted to talk about my own experience, as well as some of the top teams and Pokemon in VGC 14 currently. The tournament had around 40 players, with a lot of well-known VGC players such as myself, Inosha Char, Ben Rothman, Tristan Medine, Simon Yip, Dan Levinson, and Edward Fan. We tried something new with VGC tournaments where we played in pools of 5, where the top 2 advanced to the top 16 elimination bracket after playing everyone in their pool. As expected, all the best players made it out of their respective pools, and the top 16 looked like something that could easily have been the top cut of a regionals. The elimination bracket was also best 2 of 3 in double elimination, so you could lose one set and fight your way back to the top. So to start off, I used a team of Mega Kangaskhan, Rotom Wash, Talonflame, Scizor, Salamence, and Garchomp. I like to rely on heavy offense and had Choice Band on Garchomp, Choice Specs on Salamence, and Life Orb on Talonflame to increase that offense. Since gems are not part of the game anymore, I went with the best attack boosting items in the game. I felt pretty confident with the team, especially since I won a Nugget Bridge live tournament the week before with that very team, but ended up placing 4th after losing to Inosha Char in the winner's bracket and Ryokun in the loser's bracket. The team definitely had its weaknesses, but I was overall happy with how it performed, and I'll do a more in-depth VGC analysis video of it soon. Now I want to talk about the best performing teams. In the grand finals, we saw Soser defeat Ben Rothman in a series that featured a whole variety of different Pokemon. Soser's team consisted of Kangaskhan, Rotom Heat, Bisharp, Amoonguss, Salamence, and Gyarados, while Ben's team had Charizard, Mawile, Garchomp, Amoonguss, Aerodactyl, and Rotom Wash. As you can see, both players only had Amoonguss in common, and both used Rotom, but different forms. Third place finisher Ryokun used a team of Politoed, Kingdra, Manectric, Reuniclus, Ferrothorn, and Conkeldurr, another unique 6 to the previous 2 players. Inosha Char, who placed 2nd at US Nationals this past summer was the other American alongside me to Top Cut Worlds, had a really unique team revolving around the Pledge combo, consisting of Charizard, Venusaur, Greninja, Conkeldurr, Rotom Heat, and Garchomp. While I don't have anyone's exact movesets or spreads, you can definitely check the archive matches out on Twitch and YouTube to watch several of the matches for yourself. From this, it's pretty clear that Dragon types are still pretty dominant in the format, most notably Garchomp and Salamence. Now that Latios is gone, we have to rely on slower Dragons, but Dragon overall is still a really good type, even with the inclusion of Fairy types. Ben struggled in the finals since he went with the Lumberry Sword Stance Garchomp variant as opposed to just a standard set with Rock Slide. While there's always room for creativity in VGC, sometimes it's best to just go with the basic set, and I think that just might be the case for Garchomp this year. I think it's also really interesting to see 4 different Mega Pokemon featured in the top 3, in Kangaskhan, Charizard, Mawile, and Manectric. I personally have Kangaskhan and Charizard as my top 2 Mega Pokemon, but there are clearly multiple other viable ones if you make your team around it properly. I do think that these 4 will be the most common Mega Evolutions in VGC 14, at least for now, since they're easier to use and can really fit onto many different teams. As for trends, it's pretty clear that Amoonguss is still really powerful, even after the nerf to Sleep. In VGC, Sleep is incredibly annoying to deal with, but there is no Sleep cost, so you have to make sure you play around it. And when Amoonguss is the one sporing Pokemon, it will often go last, meaning that you'll basically have one turn to do where you have at least one Pokemon fully asleep, meaning you can't do anything with that Pokemon and it's just open to attacks. We saw Arasho Mati take advantage of Sleep this summer at Worlds, and he completely ran through Ryosuke Kosuge in the Masters Worlds Finals with Amoonguss, and it's no surprise that both top finishers at this tournament had Amoonguss. Rotom is also clearly one of the most dominant Pokemon in the format. The most common build is obviously Citrus Berry with some bulk and some offense. While Wash seems to be the most common variant because of its incredible typing and the fact that it has no weaknesses, Heat is a really nice alternative too, especially with Stab over Heat. Each variant is pretty easy to put onto a team because of its typing and the Levitate ability, but you should choose to form accordingly to how you build the rest of your team. Ben also had Aerodactyl, which is a Pokemon that hasn't seen much use in doubles at all. While Aerodactyl does have a Mega form, Ben opted to go with a Focus Sash version, along with Tailwind and Smackdown. For anyone that doesn't know, Smackdown grounds its targets, meaning you can Smackdown with Aerodactyl on a Pokemon like Rotom Wash, and then Garchomp with your partner to hit it for super effective damage with Earthquake. Joe Pukowski used Smackdown to finish 2nd at US Nationals in 2012, so it's clearly a very viable strategy. Ryokun had a very cool Rain team, and I think it's worth talking about. Its weather got a huge nerf coming into Generation 6, many doubted its competitive viability in VGC 14. Having personally lost to Ryokun, you can say that he played a Rain team the way you should probably play it this year. His team, more specifically, had Life Orb Politoed, HP Ice Magnetric, Flame Orb Facade Conkeldurr, Choice Band Ferrothorn, and Helping Hand Trick Room Citrus Reuniclus. He actually never led with Politoed or Kingdra, which is what you would kind of expect when you see weather. Instead, he opted to lead with Reuniclus and Manectric in the first 2 games, and Manectric and Conkeldurr in the 3rd game in our set. Manectric put in a lot of heavy work with its Intimidate ability and diverse move pool. One hit KOing my Garchomp in game 2 with the surprise Helping Hand boosted HP Ice. The way I say it, if you want to use weather effectively in VGC 14, you've got to overwhelm your opponent with it. Ryokun kept his Kingdra in the back in game 3 and brought out his Rain Pokemon when I had no answer to it, especially Kingdra and its quick speed via Swift Swim. I really enjoyed his team, especially the Choice Band Ferrothorn, which you never really see coming but can KO so many Pokemon so easily and counters Rotom Wash relatively well, especially under Trick Room. I just want to say thank you to the organizers for an awesome tournament and congratulate Sosur, Ben, and Ryokun for an outstanding performance. Once again, check out NYCE4 on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube to get the quickest updates, videos, and past, just all the games that we've played. If you're in the New York City area, the next tournament should be in around February, so definitely check that out as well. So to finish the video, I just want to say that I played 16 games of VGC 14 on Saturday, and I can confidently say that there is so much room for creativity under this format, and so many different Pokemon strategies are viable. Even though we don't play under Kalos decks and there are around 200 Pokemon banned, to be quite honest, I'm happy to see that legendary staples that dominated past formats such as Cresselia and Thundurus are gone now, and I really think this is going to be the most exciting competitive format that we've had yet. So on that note, thanks for watching, guys. I have a ton of battle videos saved from the tournament, so I'll try to upload those with some commentary and do some more in-depth analysis, since this was just kind of a general video talking about some common trends. I'll focus more on individual players' teams and what worked for them and what didn't. So on that note, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.